Well, hello everyone out there and be well, God bless community. Thank you for spending your time with us here, and I am privileged and just pleased to be visiting with Kenny Johnson from Greenway tonight, and looking forward to visiting. Kenny, it's great to have you.
Thank you for having me, and we're just excited too to be affiliated with Be Well, God Bless, and we have a Christian-based company that we've started some 13 years ago, and it's called Greenway. And I've, as a farmer, raised seed beans for Monsanto for over 30 years, and I had out of my 4 kids, my last son wanted to be a farmer, and so I got him started in a few acres farming, and he needed something to supplement his income as he started farming. So I talked with Monsanto from being in Conrad, Iowa, and they asked us if we wanted to belt seed beans out of the side of bins and haul the seed beans directly to the plant. And they used a vac to empty out the bottoms of the bins. We wanted to have the least damage as possible for better premiums for the farmer and less expense for the seed company. Through that, my son Eric, Eric's dad-in-law Clarence Sherfield, and myself, Kenny Johnson, started to design conveyors that would go to the center of grain bins or all the way through the bins. We have portable and stationary conveyors. A portable conveyor can be moved from bin to bin, where a stationary conveyor will stay in the bin year-round. We have 12, 18, and 24-inch wide conveyors. We can move from 5 bushels per hour to 10,000 bushels per hour, depends what the customer wants. Greenway designed its own grain wells to accommodate a portable or stationary conveyor. When Greenway started, Pioneer performed tests for us. They started with testing with augers in bins. They used vacs and they used Greenway's belt conveyors underneath the seed bins. Happy to say Greenway belt conveyors had much less damage.
Well, this is a great story. This is just a great story. I love how you started with just an initial exposure into this problem. How can we get all this grain from where it is to where it needs to go? How can we do it efficiently? How can we do it better than the existing processes that we've got? It was a family affair, which I love, family working together. And it's really, really neat to see from that initial extra income how you've really built a business that's really gone a long way. How far, around the Midwest do you send your conveyors, or do you go around the world, or do you? What is your market?
Yeah. Our market has grown over the past 13 years, and now we're through the U.S. and we're into Canada. And also we've, last year, have sold into Australia and some other neighboring countries. So our conveyors can be used for seed beans, edible beans, popcorn, berries, wood chips, and just so many other crops. And the things that we want to have the producer have, the seed companies have, the processors have, is a good quality product that has a lot of longevity, and also can move the grain in a gentle way or whatever product we're moving. A lot of our equipment runs 24/7, and it's doing very well. So.
Well, yeah, that is really amazing how just one step of growth after the other. I can just picture it over those years, although I don't even know how long ago did you originally start Greenway? How old is your company?
It's 13 years old now, and we started by cold calling a few people, and from there we built up our business just by over the phone and contacting. and we have a lot of dealers throughout the U.S. And we also can sell direct, so we never undercut our dealers. The price is the same for the producer. So we have a lot of interest through seed companies that have our conveyors that run them 7, 8 years now, and some of them, run several million bushels through at a time before they need to be worked on. So it's a neat thing. So we also have a conveyor called New Generation Movement that moves metal from underneath lasers, and it runs 24/7. And we've had several, like 13 conveyors running at our laser in Cedar Falls, Iowa, that has very little problems with. So it's another addition to our conveyors that we have.
So you've expanded and gone into new markets using all those lessons that you've learned, and sounds like it's just really been a neat thing that's impacting the lives of a lot of people. We at Be Well, God Bless, we love to hear how these things are helping people to be well, and how we can take the gifts and talents of others, and God uses those talents to bless others, to bless families, to bless other companies, and it is really neat to hear. What are some of the main benefits that you've described them, but are there some that are maybe kind of that people might not expect, just the benefits from your products and services that might come as a little bit of a surprise to people?
Yeah, I would say that our company is, we care about others. We want to help others when they receive the product. We want to explain to them what they need to do and how to work with the product. What would be the best way of running the conveyor slower to have less seed damage, or faster for capacity. Our mission statement is to move, all the grain and products with ease. So if it's on the farm, through seed companies, processing plants, wherever it is that the conveyors are being used, we want longevity, we want quality of the seed or the product that they're running through, and just a good family relationship. Our family get in contact with their family. We always use ACT on our computer, so I write a lot of notes when I talk with farm families, and if 5 years go by, I know their names and things that are happening in their lives too. So Grainway really cares about their customers and also their dealers, seed companies, and so on and so forth. So for all the crops, we want them to have more profitability. We want the seed companies to have less damage, as I said before, and the processors to have longevity with the conveyors. So it hits all sources of people, and that they're that they can be blessed by Grainway.
Well, and I'm sure that your growth is not just a testament to you're good at moving grain, but definitely a testament to caring for people and their issues as well. So there's often
that's correct. Yeah.
One of those things that sets companies apart and sets them up for growth. So,
right. Yep.
Well, Kenny, I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us here this evening and for us to learn a little bit more about your market, your passion for helping others. And before we wrap up, is there just one more thing you'd like to share with us, or maybe a question you wish I would have asked that you would like to highlight?
No, I just was blessed to have the opportunity to meet the staff of Be Well, God Bless, and even it's helping Grainway, but in the same way, Grainway wants to help others to know the Lord and to not just move grain, but to move the blessings of what God has on this earth. So.
Well, that is wonderful, and we are privileged and very glad to have you and Greenway as members of Be Well God Bless. And we look forward to the chance to possibly meet you in person someday at one of our other trainings or events, whether that's you or members of your staff or family. We just really look forward to that.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me.